In this video, we will be doing questions on signals and systems. This is GATE 2014 question from EC Set 2. It says that if x of n is x is equal to x of minus n and 0.5 plus j 0.25 is a 0 of x of z, then which of the following must also be a 0 of x of z? So we are given four options. So in the question we are given that x of n is equal to x of minus n. So use z transform property. So by using z transform property, this will become x of z and this will become x of z inverse. So if z is a 0, then z inverse must also be a 0 because x of z is equal to x of z inverse. So just take the inverse of this. So 0.5 plus j 0.25. So in its inverse will be 1 upon 0.5 plus j 0.25. So this is the correct answer. Now the next question, the system is described by following differential equation dy by dt plus 5y of t equal to u of t, where y of t is the output and u of t is the input and u of t is unit step signal, and we are given that y of 0 is equal to 1. So we have to find the y of t. So use Laplace transform. So the Laplace transform of dy of dt is s y of s minus y of 0, and y of 0 we are given 1, and Laplace transform of 5yt is 5y of s, and Laplace transform of ut unit step is 1 upon s. So just take the terms common. So y of s will be equal to s plus 1 upon s plus 5. Now separate these two terms, so we get 1 upon 5, 1 upon s plus 4 upon s plus 5. So the inverse transform of 1 upon s is ut, and inverse transform of 1 upon s plus 5 is e to the power minus 5t. So this 1 upon 5 ut plus 4 e to the power minus 5t ut will be the answer. Now in the question we are given that x of z is 1 upon 1 minus 2z inverse whole square and z is greater than 2. So we have to find the value of x of 2. So we have this formula that 1 upon 1 minus x whole square is equal to 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube. So remember this formula, write it somewhere and revise it regularly. So here x is 2z inverse. So the x of z will be equal to 1 plus, just put x equal to 2z inverse here. 1 plus 2 into 2z inverse plus 3 into 2z inverse whole square plus 4 into 2z inverse whole cube and so on. So this will be 1 plus 4z inverse plus 12z of minus 2. Now just take the inverse z transform of this. So we will get small x of n is equal to delta n because the z transform of 1 is delta n. Z transform of z inverse is delta n minus 1. So we get 4 delta n minus 1. Z transform of 12z minus 2 is 12 delta n minus 2 and so on. But we only need up to here because we have to find x of 2. So this will be the second sample. So the value of x of 2 is 12. Now this next question is from GATE 2014 EC Set 4. We are given that x of n is equal to 0.5 to the power of n u of n, and y of n is given as x of n convolution with x of n, means the convolution of x of n with itself is y of n. So we have to find summation n equal to minus infinite to infinite y of n. So this is the property that summation n equal to minus infinite to infinite y of n is capital Y e to the power of j0. So just take Fourier transform of this. We know that Fourier transform of 0.5 to the power of n u to the power of n will be 1 upon 1 minus 0.5 e to the power minus j omega. So now y of n is x of n into convolution with x of n. So when we take Fourier transform, then the Fourier transform will multiply. So y of e to the power j of omega will be equal to x of e to the power j omega whole square. So this term will get squared. So y of n will be equal to y of e to the power j omega will be equal to 1 upon 1 plus 0.25 e to the power minus 2 j omega minus e to the power minus j omega. Just square this term using a minus b whole square. Now we have to find y e to the power of j0. So just replace omega with 0. So we will get 1 plus 0.25 minus 1. So the answer will be 1 upon 0.25, which will be equal to 4. Now the next question is from GATE 2019 Electrical Engineering. So we are given that h of s is equal to s plus 3 upon s square plus 2s plus 1. We have to find the Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform for t greater than 0. So h of s is equal to s plus 3 upon s plus 1 square. So just split it into s plus 1 plus 2. So 1 s plus 1 will get cancelled. So 1 upon s plus 1 plus 2 upon s plus 1 whole square. So now take inverse Laplace transform of these two. So the inverse Laplace transform of this will be e to the power minus t u of t. And this is square. So its inverse Laplace transform will be t e to the power minus t u of t into 2. And we have to find for t is greater than 0. So for t greater than 0, u of t is 1. So it will be e to the power minus t plus 2t e to the power minus t. And this is the answer. In the next question from GATE 2019 Electrical, it says that symbol A and capital T represent positive quantities and u of t is unit step signal. So which of the following is not output of a causal LTI system? So we are given e to the power at u of t 1 plus e to the power minus at u of t, e to the power minus a t plus t, and e to the power minus a t minus t ut. Now the option B, 1 plus e to the power minus a t ut. It is the combination of 1 and e to the power minus a t ut. So e to the power minus a t ut is a causal signal, but 1 is not a causal signal because 1 exists for full time period. So since 1 is not a causal signal, so the answer will be B. So this cannot be output of a causal LTI system because the output of a causal LTI system is always causal. So now the next question from GATE 2019 Electrical. It says that output response of a system is denoted by y of t, and its Laplace transform is given as y of s is equal to 10 upon s square plus s plus 100 root 2. So we have to find the steady state value of y of t. So for steady state value, we have to just apply the final value theorem because for t, steady state is reached when t is infinite. So the final value theorem is limit s tends to 0 s into y of s. So just multiply this y of s with s and put s equal to 0. So when we multiply it with s, then this s and the multiplied s gets cancelled. Now just put s equal to 0 in this. So we get 10 upon 100 root 2. So the answer will be 1 upon 10 root 2. Now in this question, it is from GATE 2019 Electrical Engineering. It says that h of s is equal to a1s square plus b1s plus c1 upon a2s square plus b2s plus c2. So it says that a1 and b1 are 0 and all other coefficients are positive. So we have to find the type of filter. So the impulse response of filter is given and we have to find the type of filter. So just put a1 equal to 0 and b1 equal to 0. We get h of s is equal to c1 upon a2s square plus b2s plus c2. Now put s is equal to j of omega. So on putting we get c1 upon minus a2 omega square plus j b2 omega plus c2. Now take magnitude of h of j omega because we have to find the type of filter. So when we take the magnitude, then these two terms will get squared. So minus a2 omega square plus c2 square. because these are real terms and this is the imaginary term, so it will get squared differently. It will get squared. So at omega equal to 0, h of j omega will be equal to c1 upon c2. So this is the low frequency response, and at omega equal to infinite this will become 0. So at omega equal to 0 we have some magnitude and at omega equal to infinite the magnitude is 0. So this is clearly a low pass filter. Now we have to find, the next question is from GATE 2016 instrumentation. We have to find fundamental period of sine 301 upon 4 pi of n. So the omega, so this is of the form sine of omega n, and omega is 301 pi upon 4. So the time period is 2 pi upon omega. So 2 pi upon 301 pi by 4. So this will be equal to 8 upon 301. So the time period will be just the numerator of this term. So the numerator of this term is 8. This cannot be any more reduced. So it is in the most reduced form. So if it was 16 upon 602, then we have to reduce it to 8 upon 301. But it is in the most reduced form. So the time period will be just numerator of 2 pi upon omega. So the period is 8. In the next question it says that f of t is equal to 1 plus 2 cos pi of t plus sine 2 pi upon 3 pi of t plus 4 cos pi upon 2t plus pi by 4. So we have to find the fundamental time period. So the omega 1 is pi, omega 2 is 2 pi upon 3, omega 3 is pi upon 2. From omega 1 is pi, omega 2 is 2 pi upon 3 and omega 3 is pi upon 2. So 2 pi upon omega 1 is 2, 2 pi upon omega 2 is 3 and 2 pi upon omega 3 is 4. So now just take the fundamental time period. So the fundamental time period will be 12. Now in the next question from GATE 2020 electrical engineering, it says that the causal realization of a system transfer function has poles at 2, -1. So the pole is at 2, -1. So this is the pole. Another pole is at -2, 1. So -2, 1. So this is the second pole. 0 is at 2, 1. So this is a 0 at 2, 1. And -2, -1. So there is another 0 at -2, 1. So we have to find the type of the response, whether it will be stable, real, all pass, unstable, complex, all pass, unstable, real, high pass, stable, complex and low pass. So first of all, if there are poles in the right hand side of S plane, then the system is unstable. So there is one pole in the right hand side of S plane. So the system is unstable. Next, if poles or zeros occurs in complex conjugate pairs, then the system is real. But here one pole is at 2 plus j and another pole is at -2 minus j. So these are not complex conjugates. So the system is complex. The system is not real. The system is real if poles are in complex conjugates. So this pole is at 2 plus j and this pole is at -2 minus j. So the poles are not complex conjugate form. So the system is complex. Now if all the poles and zeros lie at mirror images of each other, then the system is all pass. Now this pole and this zero lie in the mirror image of each other, and this pole and this zero also lie in the mirror image of each other. So the system is all pass filter. So the correct answer is B. The system is unstable, the system is complex and the system is all pass filter. Now another question on the time period of the signal. We are given a signal x of n is equal to e to the power j 5 pi by 3 plus e to the power j pi by 4 n. It is downsampled to signal xd of n. It is downsampled to get another signal xd of n is equal to x of 4 of n. So this signal x of n is downsampled and we get another signal x4 of n. So we have to find the fundamental period of the downsampled signal. So xd of n is equal to x4 of n. This is given. So just multiply this time period with 4. So we get e to the power j 20 pi upon 3 and e to the power j 4 pi upon 4n. So this will be equal to e to the power j 20 upon 3 pi of n plus e to the power j pi of n. So omega 1 is 20 upon 3 pi and omega 2 is pi. So just take 2 pi upon omega as we have done previously. So this will be equal to 3 upon 10 and this will be equal to 2. So just take numerators. The numerator of this is 3 and numerator of this is 2. So the fundamental time period is 6. So we will stop the video here and continue the solutions in the next part of the video. Thank you.